Red Bull and its power struggle has been out of the spotlight in recent weeks, but according to recent reports, the fight is still going strong in the background. And this has caused Max Verstappen to be reportedly stuck in a corner, amid rumours of a move to Mercedes for F1 2025, with any commitment to Red Bull likely to signal the green light for a huge Christian Horner power grab. Could we see Horner taking full control over Red Bull and holding Verstappen to his 2028 contract? But despite having that contract until the end of the 2028 season, Verstappen's future has been called into question in recent weeks due to the current off-track issue involving the Red Bull organization. And once again, a new revelation has come to light that might see Verstappen make a move. Verstappen has been extensively linked with a move to Mercedes for 2025, replacing Lewis Hamilton. And with Alonso locked down at Aston Martin, Mercedes seems the only viable option, if Verstappen wishes to leave. While various reports from Italy last week indicated that Carlos Sainz, the driver Hamilton will replace at Ferrari, is close to signing an agreement to join Mercedes on a 1+1 year contract, others have speculated that Toto Wolff is still working hard to get Verstappen's signature for 2025. A new report shed more light on the current state of two worlds at Red Bull, where the team's on-track dominance is masking a tug-of-war over the reorganization of the company behind the scenes, following Dietrich Mateschitz's passing away in October 2022. While longtime team principal Horner sees himself as the new general, and with the support of Red Bull's Thai majority owners, is eager to marginalize the Austrian elements of the company as much as possible, Verstappen, along with design guru Adrian Newey, is concerned that a so-called power struggle will tear Red Bull apart. After his father Jos sensationally called for Horner's resignation following the season-opening Bahrain Grand Prix, accusing the team boss of playing the victim when he is the one causing the problems, Verstappen has repeatedly stated in recent weeks that his future is inextricably linked to that of longtime Red Bull advisor Helmut Marko. Last month it was revealed that Verstappen's contract is thought to have a clause allowing him to quit the team if Marko leaves, which may have been included without the knowledge of Horner and other senior members of Red Bull's parent company. And a recent revelation by the respected F1 reporter Michael Schmidt for Amos has revealed exactly how precisely Verstappen's future hangs in the balance, with the three-time world champion in a corner in terms of negotiation stance. Verstappen is said to be considering a quick decision to join Mercedes in 2025, but given the team's present lack of competitiveness, replacing Hamilton immediately is not an appealing option. Instead, Verstappen might choose to stay with Red Bull and let Sainz join George Russell in 2025 before moving to Mercedes, when F1's new regulations are enforced in 2026. However, this has been considered as dangerous, since it might allow Horner a free hand to implement his plan immediately and kill off the Austrian faction inside Red Bull, suspending Marko while Verstappen has no other alternatives. Schmidt adds that it would be legally difficult for Verstappen to dispute Marko's firing in 2025, since the 26-year-old is expected to have accepted the new regime at Red Bull for about a year before the start of the following season if Horner acts in the coming weeks. Allowing Sainz to join Mercedes may also make it difficult to get rid of him if he performs with Russell in 2025, despite a possible 1+1 year deal. Speaking at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix last month, Wolff said that he would love to recruit a driver of Verstappen's quality to replace Hamilton, but added that Mercedes' present lack of competitiveness would be a huge impediment to securing the 26-year-old. He said, "I'd love to have him, but first we need to sort out our car. First, we owe it to George and Lewis to improve the car and give them equipment that is good before dreaming about the future next year." Like I said before, a driver will always try to be in the fastest possible car. That gives you the best chances of winning races and championships, and this is where Max is at the moment. Jos and Max and Raymond, Vermeulen, Verstappen's manager, are also people who are very straight, sometimes uncomfortably straight, and I think that's something they will make up their mind on. But I think fundamentally a racing driver is calibrated to be in the best car. Let's word it like this. I think this is a decision that Max needs to take, but there is no team up and down the grid that wouldn't do handstands to have him in the car. Verstappen has won 47 of the previous 70 races, dating back to the start of his first title-winning season in 2021. The question is if he will ever be able to replicate these kind of numbers with another team. But as said earlier, Verstappen isn't the only one sensing the impending doom around Red Bull at the moment. as Newey has also been mentioned to be looking for another job in recent months. And amid those speculations that Adrian Newey would join Lewis Hamilton at Ferrari, 1997, F1 world champion Jacques Villeneuve has revealed the keys to the Red Bull design guru's success. Rumours continue to go around that Newey may seek a move away from Red Bull in light of the team's current turmoil, with reports last month claiming Aston Martin owner Lawrence Stroll made a substantial contract offer to Newey at last month's Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Meanwhile, it has been reported that Newey had recently been observed at Bologna Airport, amid speculations that Ferrari had also made an approach, with the Scuderia's interest described as clearly serious this time, after the team previously came close to signing Newey in 2014. Newey is one of quite a few in the team, including reigning three-time world champion Max Verstappen, who are concerned that a power struggle between team principal Christian Horner and Helmut Marko will split Red Bull, with Newey hating nothing more than internal politics in a team. Newey joined Red Bull in 2006 after developing championship-winning cars for McLaren and Williams, where he helped Villeneuve beat Michael Schumacher to the title in 1997. In an interview, Villeneuve described Newey as the best out there and explained that his true skill is his ability to relate to drivers. Asked what it is that separates Newey from other leading technical directors, Villeneuve said, "I didn't know at the time when I joined in '96. I realized afterwards. He was amazing because I guess he can visualize the car, he can see it, he can see the airflow, and he relates to it. But he also relates to the driver. He knows it's not a computer driving, he knows it's not a robot. So even if on the data the numbers say this is how quick it could be, maybe a driver cannot drive it. It doesn't feel natural. And he's able to accept that and work around and work with a driver. And that's why he's made so many amazing cars. He is definitely the best out there, and he has always been able to reinvent himself. We saw that because he designed a '97 car based on '96, and by the end, it was based on what I was feeding him because I was going to be the driver of the following year. But then he left, and we felt it because halfway through the season, we were nowhere. It took a while for the new people involved to get the ball rolling again. It's hard to beat that combination of Adrian Newey. Having a guy like that on your team will undoubtedly raise your chances for winning. And speaking at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, Hamilton refused to rule out Ferrari making a move for Newey, noting that his departure from Mercedes for 2025 demonstrates how rapidly unforeseen situations may occur. He said, "I think my move has shown that anything's possible, and it's going to be a really interesting next 6 months or so. Having worked within the team, I know obviously Adrian gets all the praise for everybody's work. I know he's a huge part of it, of course, but I know there's so many engineers in the background that are a huge part of developing the team and the car that they have, and it's not down to one person. So it's not my decision. I'm competing against him this year at the moment, so I can't really talk about next year so far just yet." So could Red Bull really lose Verstappen and Newey in the same year? Well, according to Will Buxton, it won't happen as Toto Wolff has already determined that Andrea Kimi Antonelli will succeed Lewis Hamilton at Mercedes in 2025, allowing the boss to avoid the Max Verstappen-like demons of his past. Antonelli is going to Mercedes. I think Toto has made his mind up. He wants Antonelli in the seat, Buxton said, because he's pissed. He is pissed that he missed the opportunity to give Max the opportunity back in 2014. So you put Antonelli in the seat. Antonelli is currently finding his footing in F2, having finished 4th in the Australia feature race, showing improvement in every race. This shows that he is capable of adapting fast, which could mean that Wolff will indeed choose Antonelli over Verstappen. If not, could you see Verstappen moving to Mercedes due to the chaos within Red Bull? Or could you see Newey going to Ferrari because of it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.